Hello, I'm Greg Harrison with the USDA Market News Service here in St. Joe, Missouri with your National Feeder Cattle Summary this week. Compared to last week, yearling cattle continued to lead the way, trading fully steady to $3 higher. There were areas where they traded up to $5 higher, but the bulk of the trade would have been in the steady to $3 higher range. Yearling supplies continue to remain tight in many areas and values remaining very constant. Calf prices this week were unevenly steady, and that's pretty much through all the trading regions this week, ranging from steady to $5 higher to steady to $5 lower. The upper Midwest and Northern Plains saw some of the better prices on the calves this week, and some of our biggest losses on calves this week were calves that were weighing over 500 pounds, where gains were more prevalent on calves weighing under 500 pounds, and a lot of that throughout the Southeast. We're seeing a lot of wide price trends and wide prices on these calves. That's just the difference between an unweaned calf and a long-time weaned calf, and that's pretty normal this time of year. As we come into this fall season, temperatures can be very volatile, have warm days followed by cool nights, but there was a good number of new crop calves making their way to market this week, and at the Platte Valley auction in Kearney, Nebraska, they sold a total of 196 head of steer calves right off the cow, averaging 623 pounds that sold with a weighted average price of $273.57. A lot of these unweaned calves can be high risk and have a number of health issues, but here in the corn producing areas where farmers, feeders are participating in the market, they've been very active buyers. Feeder cattle market continues in most areas to hold gains day after day, and there seems to be a number of reasons why they shouldn't, but feeder cattle market continues to show strength when compared to the fat cattle market. This week, box beef prices continue to slide lower, as on Wednesday of this week, at Wednesday's close, choice box beef had traded 10 of the last 12 sessions lower, and on Wednesday it closed below $240 on choice product at $239.13. But Wednesday also had very good volume movement of 281 total loads of product. So hopefully with some good movement over the past couple days, we'll start seeing choice box beef prices start to firm up and trade higher as we go into October. The slaughter cattle market over the last couple of weeks has also fell below the $100.60 level that we had going back last couple of weeks, but starting to trade lower there. But as of yet, we haven't had any trade yet. So when you look at the price of corn when compared to what's been the last couple of years, all the talk is about this year's corn crop and harvest is the record yields that we're going to be seeing. So with lower corn prices ahead, and in many areas we're seeing corn fall below the $3 bushel mark, cattle feeders have a tremendous incentive to feed cattle. Also to feed slaughter cattle to heavier weights, and this will probably continue to see heavier weights as we go out the fall season. Tight supplies and low feed costs should also support price levels throughout the fall and winter seasons. And looking at some other prices this week in Torrington, Wyoming, at the Torrington Livestock Commission Company on Wednesday, they sold 159 head of fancy black steers averaging 860 pounds for $235.50. So we still have a very good demand for all classes of feeder cattle, with a lot of corn to be harvested and many wanting to feed it to cattle. So this should help support the price levels that we've been seeing, and hopefully this will continue. That's all I have for you this week. Thanks for listening, and check out more of our markets at this website, and be back with you next week.